Hey y'all! And welcome to the Sorry Not Sorry Generation podcast, where we bring you a not-so-healthy dose of humor and reality as we get our hands dirty with some serious nostalgia and question everything.
Let's dive in.
Hey y'all!
Hey,
It's Misty.
it's Ani.
And today, we're kind of, I want to say torturing me so much as exposing me to a part of pop culture that I definitely probably should have seen before I turned 30. And that's watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I'm so excited for this. I remember watching this 3 times before I was like, okay, I get it.
All right.
The first time, no, we're not watching it that many times. I remember the first time I ever watched it
3 times. No.
I was so lost the first time, and I remember my friend at the time was in the kitchen at her place. And she put it on for me, and I just hear her screaming through the kitchen going, "Don't try to make it make sense. Otherwise your head will hurt and you won't get it." I'm like, okay.
That's an interesting way to go about making a movie, I will say. So
I think it definitely fits your
the shitty ass movies I've seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a shitty movie. It's just out there.
Like the Moose movie?
Yes.
All right.
It's out there.
All right. I mean, it'll be interesting at the very least. I mean, that's
if I start singing, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to the listener that got to listen to me mumble sing because I can't help it.
Mute you in editing.
That's fine. You can mute me as much as
all the way down. Just like, there we go. Just turn her all the way down. So. It should be interesting. This is the last of our Halloween episodes, so I hope you guys have enjoyed, the little additional treat in these last couple weeks. So kind of like putting them out there. It's kind of it was fun for us just to do like little Halloween episodes. We expected them to be much shorter than our regular episodes, and they're not. They're
so far,
not.
the fuck Marry Kill has been like one of my favorites that we've done.
It was such a random episode. It was good.
Things we didn't need to know about ourselves.
Oh yeah, and each other, like just things that just could have just gone into the ether and nobody would mind. But yeah, like that one was probably the length of like a normal episode. I think the second episode that we did was oddly long, and not necessarily because we were on topic, but because of how off topic we got in the end.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll see how well this one does. So, but of course, none of them are quite as long as our D&D episodes, which the session 2 is about 4 hours, so a little less than 4 hours. So
a good Disney session. Wow, D&D session.
Good Disney session. It's just like, yes, for that classic Disney D&D episode that
because that makes sense. Fucking brain.
That would be a fun one shot. Is everybody's a different like Disney character, just kind of like Kingdom Hearts style run through like a one-shot adventure of trying to like defeat somebody.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, we got to meet Donald and Goofy at Oogie Boogie Bash in their Kingdom Hearts outfits.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm so happy. We don't get a lot of Kingdom Hearts like representation in Disney.
Well, that's cool though. I'm kind of surprised because Kingdom Hearts is pretty big, but then again, I guess is Disney like in the parks is geared towards like the smaller children, where I guess Kingdom Hearts is probably geared towards like tweens and teenagers. So,
well, I mean, if you're going into California Adventure, that's geared towards the adults. There's alcohol everywhere.
I mean, that's fair. I was like 10 when I went, so like it's definitely not something that would have registered to me. So
you went when it had just opened, and it was garbage.
Yeah, it was literally. We went from Disneyland into California Adventure the next day, and it was really small.
Yeah.
And then I think it was sometime. I think we went to Disney World. I've been to Disneyland more than once. I'd been to Disneyland when I was really small, and then I think for my 9th birthday we went to Disney World, and then later when I think I was around 11ish, maybe we went to Disneyland again, and we went to California Adventure. So I think I went like, I don't know, 2 years or so, a year or two after it opened, I guess. So I know it was pretty new at that time. So But
Sounds about right.
the only thing I really remember about the California Adventure Park itself is the giant like Mickey symbol in the middle of that roller coaster.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
Well, so
Okay.
the Mickey face is still there. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Before it became the Mickey face, it was
Mhm.
just a big ass sun.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's like I just remember like that big ass like circle.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this will be oh yeah, that's I forgot it. It's a musical. That's
Yes, it is.
it's true. Like is it a musical the way like Disney is a musical or the way like Hamilton's a musical?
The way I would say Disney is a musical because they don't like sing talk the entire time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Like
good.
they'll break into song like in a scene and that's kind of
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Well,
Just by looking at the picture that Hulu has for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, is this anything that you suspected?
I mean, I've heard things about it.
Okay.
That's not well, like I've heard things about it not in a way that tells me anything about the plot, the characters, their names, or anything. Like I'm aware of this person, whoever this person is, whose name I definitely don't know. Um and like the lips is something I've,
hmm
like I know that's like a symbol of the movie and everything like that. Um all I know about the movie is that it's bizarre and that people are horrified that I've never seen it. Like it wasn't even just y'all that were just like, you've never seen this. Like Ariel, like a couple years ago, when she found out I had never seen it, she's like, you've never seen it? And I'm like, no, I haven't.
To
And I
be
just
fair, I didn't hear about it until college.
yeah.
So,
I mean, considering I've never seen it, I can't tell you when I first heard about it. Like it's like Star Wars. It's something I know exists, and I have a general idea of like I can identify it, but like beyond that, like it's a foreign language. Like I don't know anything about it. I don't know shit about it, and I'm worried.
I'm
So
so excited. I'm so excited.
so it'll be interesting. It'll be something. It'll be stuff. It'll be things. So
There'll be things,
it'll
yes.
be things. I don't know what else to do with it besides the fact that I know that it's going to be things. I just know that I've been told multiple times that don't try to make it make any sense.
No,
So
do not.
okay. I mean, I watch a lot of really stupid movies, as we proved in the last Halloween episode. So like, I feel like this can't really be any worse than like Santa Shark or Velocipaster. So
Oh no. Oh no.
mm, so we're gonna find out, I guess. So all I can say is I'm impressed by the heels. My feet
Oh
would
yeah.
hurt.
Big clunky heels.
My feet would hurt. So at least they're not stilettos. So because then I would just break an
Yeah,
ankle. So
it's true.
stilettos were never something I mastered. I can walk in heels. I just can't walk in stilettos. So it's
Do
like
you
nobody
know
needs.
who this actor is?
Tim Curry.
Yes, okay. You
Yes.
know who Tim Curry has played before, right?
No.
You do. I don't remember if you've seen it, but he's the original Pennywise from It.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So that's him. He's also the voice of Nigel Thornberry
Oh,
from the
that
Wild
kids.
Thornberries.
Oh, I did not like that show.
Really? I love that show with his big ass nose.
I didn't watch that very often. I didn't like that show. Like as we've learned, there's so much random shit I don't like that just like I should have seen at some point, and I just
Mm.
I didn't
All
like that
right.
show. It was weird.
He's also
Um,
the butler from Clue.
I've never seen the Clue movie. Why are you surprised there's things I haven't seen?
Because I feel like the Clue is something you'd be so interested in.
I play the board game. I don't need to watch the movie.
Oh, well, it's so much fun. Christopher Lloyd's in it. And
I
yeah.
didn't. Why do you say actors' names at me? Like I know
Doc.
who these
The
people
Doc
are.
from Back to the Future.
I've never seen the Back to the Future movies. No, that's not true. I've seen one of them. I can't tell you which one it is. I don't know which one it is. I've seen one of them. I know there's like 3 of them. I think I saw the first one. I want to make the assumption I saw the first one.
I mean, the first one's the best.
Yes. So, but no, if you say actors' names at me, it doesn't register in my brain because I don't know who these people are.
I
I
should know this by
don't.
now, but it still hurts.
I mean, like, but my mom is the same way you are. She'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's that person, and he played nut, and I'm just be like, "What? Like who?" Like, while meanwhile, I'm over here like being able to tell you. It's just like, "Oh yeah, this is that character from like that one obscure reference in that one novel that was also really obscure." Like, no. I'd be like, but I can't tell you the names of real people. I can tell you all of everything you need to know about any of the very minuscule background characters in Harry Potter, but I can't tell you shit about real people. So
That's why this makes it so entertaining.
yeah. So this is gonna be a thing.
Shall we?
Sure.
All right, here it goes. We're entering Dr. Frankenfurter's mansion.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean to me.
To you, nothing. To everyone who knows on everything.
Oh, I'm worried. Look at that old 20th Century Fox image. This is a movie made in like the 70s, though, right?
75.
Yeah.
And we begin with song.
What? Why do I need an up close look at this person's mouth? They do not have the teeth for this.
The color, no, but the lips are nice.
No, they're not. They're not. None of this is pleasant. I don't want to see anybody's tongue in that much detail in my face.
You don't want to count their taste buds?
No, and I could. Seriously, their teeth are not nice enough for this. I don't know who this is, but I need like
You'll meet her.
I need several feet between her and this camera.
I will let you know whose lips they are and who is singing because it's not the same person.
Okay, that's weird. I like the parentheses. A heroine, a hero.
When you go to see this movie in theaters, because like a lot of theaters will do like midnight showings of it, so like people will come dressed up, and if you are a Rocky Horror virgin, like you've never seen it in theaters or anything, they will get lipstick and make big red V's on your cheeks and bring you up on stage. But whenever
You look at me right now and you tell me how much I'd be willing to let somebody do that. You look at me and you tell me what would happen if somebody, for one thing, tried to draw on my face and then get me to stand in public. You tell me how well that would go. Mm-hmm.
there would be blood.
Yes. And body. Whether it was mine or somebody else's, I can't tell you, but somebody's body.
Yeah. When you have any scene with Brad, which was the hero, everyone will throw something at the screen, like popcorn, rice. At one point, like a long time ago, they would throw hot dogs and just yell obscenities because Brad's an asshole.
I'm really sure the theater people appreciate that.
Oh, they do. They're the ones that encourage this. And people,
yeah, I'm
the
sure
theater
the minimum wage cleanup crew does not appreciate this, is what I'm saying.
they do not.
I would always make sure to request it off days they were showing that movie. Why are they just showing somebody's teeth? Like, it's just like 6 teeth that are not good enough for this. Like, there's that one has a crack in it. Like, Jesus.
There we go.
Oh my god, I'm already worried. They hired someone entirely for the purposes of camera focus? Was that not something cameras in the 70s did? Did they not focus? Okay. Why is the trailer like the ending credits now? Where is the entire movie? Why am I watching all of the whole
movie? It is an hour and 40 minutes of just this.
Why am I watching all of the credits in the first 5 minutes of this movie? This is so stupid. I don't look, Star Wars is made in the 70s. I don't see it starting with all the fucking credits.
No, that's true.
Like,
I don't know much about the production of this movie.
Oh, the lips fade into a fucking cross because that makes any goddamn sense. Oh, look at that 70s shaky camera work.
Ta-da! They're married. Is this just such a shit show of a wedding?
It is.
This photographer is creepy as hell.
Mm.
Now that there's Tim Curry in the background, just being a creep. That's Brad with the red plaid bow tie.
He looks, no, not Brad, but the groom looks familiar. I don't
This
know
guy?
why. Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
Mm.
The acting is also very awkward, especially in the
Clearly.
first scene with the wedding. Just who the hell just hangs out with their buddy? Just goes, "Hey,
Yeah, no shit.
hey." Just grabbing his arm. Yeah.
So many pastels.
Wait till tonight. She got hers. Now he'll get his.
That's disgusting.
Be just and fear not. All right.
Why would you chase the car?
I don't know.
Oh, I recognize that lady.
Oh yeah, it's Susan Sarandon. You would recognize her in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Why is this dude the only one wearing plaid? Everyone else is wearing normal fucking shit, and this dude's wearing plaid.
Everyone's in pastels and he's in plaid.
Yeah, like that's fucking weird. Home of
Happy.
happiness. He's gonna break up with
Yes,
her.
Brad.
What? You beat the other girls? I love the skillful way you beat the other girls. I wasn't expecting this to turn into
bride's
Fight Club.
bouquet. Janet.
I'm sorry, is the weird country lady and the dude with the pitchfork, is that painting a reference to this movie? Like that famous painting with
That painting is older than this movie.
I was gonna say, because like now I'm confused about what's the reference to this movie and if they're referencing the painting.
Oh yeah, let's go draw with chalk on the church door.
It's dirty. The ring is dirty. That ring was filthy.
As they drop the ring.
What are you worried about? The diamond's not gonna scratch.
If you pay attention to the three of these people that are in the church,
they're turning.
They play a big
Amish.
role. Who look partly Amish. They play a big role in the rest of the movie. All she cares about is a damn rock.
Killer. He looks like a serial killer. Like, no. Is that one of his victims in the coffin?
Figured I'd propose to you while they bring out my my latest kill.
Also, that is not a very big coffin. It's like a coffin for like a
That's
tween.
like a child's coffin, yeah.
They couldn't have found people who could sing? That wasn't something in their budget?
I just love how creepily they stand there.
Are they gonna turn around? There's a funeral? Like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, we also become like it kind of turns into a detective story.
Oh. A detective musical? Okay. That wasn't what I wanted, but alright. Are they murderers?
No.
That's a shame. Why does that look like the guy from Fantastic Beasts? It just bald. Like the guy who plays Jacob, the nomad. It did. It looked like him, but balding.
Ew. To remember for a very long time.
What is this? A Scooby-Doo episode? Richard Nixon on radio. Seriously. Heaven. I must put the interest of the American people first. Lord.
A full-time president.
Well, nobody ever thought it was a fucking part-time deal. I bet you George fucking Washington was like, oh yeah, I'll be president. Just let me work 16 hours a week.
I'll show into the office whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, there's a reason George Washington didn't want the job.
He's like, I did this for like What, 20 years? I'm done.
But he did it for 8, and the reason he put
8.
a limit at 8 is because he didn't want to do it anymore. That's why there's a term for a 2-year term maximum of 8 years. Is because he didn't want to do it any longer than that.
It's like, I'm done. Someone else take over.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it in the first place. No, it was Bigfoot. A castle? I'm sorry, what country is this set in? We passed a castle a few miles back. What country is this?
America.
They're listening to Richard Nixon. There are no fucking castles in the United States.
They're in the States.
Yeah, so they definitely didn't pass a fucking castle anywhere. Holding a newspaper over your head.
I know, right? As like her umbrella.
Were newspapers made of something different back then that I
No.
wasn't aware of? Were they not made of paper? Oh, wow, look at that CGI. You see that CGI lightning? Whew.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even that sign doesn't look real. Enter at your own risk. First of all, how dare this dangerous-looking sign have better penmanship than I do?
Oh, by the way, they're in Ohio. Denton, Ohio.
Oh, yes, I forgot all of the castles in Ohio.
At this point, I wouldn't even bother with a newspaper over my head.
How is the newspaper not in pieces? And her face is so wet. The only thing it's benefiting her to do is keeping the rain directly out of her eyes. But even then, that is not a castle.
What is it? A manor?
That is so fucking haunted. Why would you go up to it? It has an observatory glass on top of it. Like, my God. Also, it's pouring down rain. Stop fucking singing and slow walking and just fucking run to the door like a normal goddamn person.
I knew I was going to enjoy
Also,
this.
you're gonna get hit by a car or a motorcycle.
A gang of motorcycles.
Get out of the fucking road, you morons. Holy shit.
Human version of creature in the window over there.
I can't even tell if that is a man or a woman.
It's a man.
I still can't tell if that's like it got up close and personal, and I still can't tell you is that a man, a woman.
It's a
You know
man.
what? That's Gollum mid transformation from Hobbit into Gollum. Like that.
Oh God!
Seriously, you have to have a love ballad in the middle of a storm. I hope one of you get hit by lightning. You're calling this place Frankenstein Manor. Oh, interesting how the flag's not wet. But seriously, you're going to a place you're actively calling Frankenstein Manor.
With gargoyles.
Like, get out of the rain, you fucking morons! Stop ballad singing and get out of the rain! Girl, your shirt is so pale, it was gonna be a see-through.
There's a little map. They were in Denton. They were going to see Dr. Scott, and they made a detour into Frankenfurter. Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be so fucking cold if you hadn't been standing in the rain for 20 minutes during your ballad.
One of my all-time favorite songs is coming up next.
Oh, there's Gollum.
Hello. Hi. She's fucking terrified.
She should be. She's looking at fucking Gollum in the face.
You're wet. Really?
Okay. If some Gollum-ass looking motherfucker looked at me and said, "You're wet," I'd leave. I'd leave. I would go stand in the rain. I wouldn't really give a fuck. Like, I'd go steal one of those motorcycles. Like, I don't care. I'd leave. Because being in the rain would be better than being around a freaky-ass Gollum dude who looks at you and says, "You're wet." That's disgusting. Holy shit, that's disgusting.
Oh, yes.
A hunting
lodge.
Is his vest like a ship's life vest? It looks like one of the life vests that was worn by the Titanic people.
Yeah,
when they were
you're
getting
right,
in
it
the
does.
lifeboats.
And he's got a little hunch. So it was her lips and his voice singing in the beginning.
Oh, that's weird. Why does that lady look like Anne Hathaway? No offense to Anne Hathaway.
I love this song. The Time Warp is amazing.
I'm sorry, but the weird golem Titanic survivor is into rock and roll.
You get to learn it.
That's the most awkward hip thrusting I've ever seen.
She looks like a cross between Anne Hathaway and Helena Bonham Carter
She
from
really
Russia.
does. Why is she fondling that dead bird?
Because no one in this movie is sane.
I'm really certain I'm no longer sane. She faints really easily.
Huh?
She faints really easily.
I know.
Am I supposed to understand Daisy Duck as she sings?
Yes, I know what she's saying.
I mean, yeah, but like it's making my ears bleed in the process.
Oh my god.
I just want all the listeners to know Ani is actively dancing the dance while I'm questioning my life choices.
I had to do the time warp. And a random shitty tap dance.
I'm sorry, whether it's good or not, I couldn't tell you because I think all tap dancing sounds the same. They're tap dancing, but they actively have a carpet on the floor. No, I'm fully with this chick. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, no, I would. Why do they put their knees together to hip thrust? It's so weird.
That's how you do the time warp.
This is a cult. I'm looking at a cult.
I mean, the following is definitely a cult.
Like, they look like they all just drink the poisoned, like, punch. My God.
Anybody know how to medicine? Or foxtrot? Annual Transylvanian
It seems
Convention.
unhealthy here. Unhealthy is the minimum level of what this is.
Junior Chamber of Commerce.
How do you not hear the elevator and the stomping? You know what? No, good for her. She's unconscious. She doesn't have to deal with any of the rest of this. It looks like he has a mouthful of marshmallows. She wakes up from her fainting pretty fast. It's probably more unfortunate than it is anything else. Okay, but the trans part is the least weird part of this movie. No, I'm pretty sure.
Transvestite, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, drag queens today would be appalled at the makeup.
Oh, probably, but this has a big following.
I'm sure.
I love how campy it is. So young.
Okay, I don't think anybody actually ever told you what happened to their car. How do you know they had a flat tire? Because even if they told Gollum and the weird lady and Gollum didn't leave the room. So
Gollum's name is Riffraff, and weird hair lady is Magenta, and Daisy Duck is Columbia.
They describe that man as blonde with a tan. Where's the tan?
Oh, he's making.
That is one of the only people paler than me.
He's making the blonde-haired tan man. He's not alive yet.
What was the point of that?
Slab. See what's on the slab. Shiver. Yes, the rain is to blame.
The bizarre, directly straight line between the makeup and the edge of the eyebrows, like by the nose, is horrifying.
Yes, thank you. Give me a rag full of dried blood to dry my hair.
Undoing his pants!
This fucking idiot, I swear. Like, they're undressing him. He's like putting his hand out, like, hi, I'm trying to introduce myself. It's like, no one cares.
Oh, I would have slugged the first person who touched me.
Yes, come up to the party in your undies.
Why would you let somebody do that to you? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you let somebody do that?
The look of utter boredom on this man's face the entire movie. I love it. Welcome to the lab.
Why is it so pink?
Oh, just wait.
Why does this dude's underwear go up so high?
It's the
Like,
70s.
oh, there's an audience. Okay. Okay, this is the start of a non-consensual orgy, is what is happening here. Or a porno. Or both.
All the above. All the above. Gets his fiance's name wrong. Does not stick up for her whatsoever. Pretty sure that I could be in a hazmat suit and I would feel uncomfortable anywhere in this castle.
Okay, the massive 180 turn in both of their personalities is insane. Like, Brad went from like, "Hi, nice to meet you, I'm a fucking moron," to and her wanting to leave, to her being like, "Oh, well, don't be rude," to him screaming. And now she's giggling why this doctor flirts with her when she was terrified like 10 seconds ago.
Nothing makes sense.
This is a weird movie to watch while you're like tripping on acid or something, or mushrooms.
Any kind of drug.
Somebody was on a lot of drugs when they made this movie.
They had
Imagine
to
as a professional actor reading the script for this and thinking, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Tim Curry did not want to talk about this film for the longest time.
Yeah, I can 100% understand why.
But he loves it now, so like, it's fine.
I would also hesitate to talk about the time I was in a movie as a cult leader. What's really bizarre is watching this movie past, like technically post-COVID and people are wearing masks. It's like, I realize it should strike me as weird if I was watching it, like 2018 and prior, but like that these people are wearing masks. But
I mean, they are in a lab, so
yeah, that is not a regulation mask in any sense. The word, it
no,
looks
it
like
is
it's made
not.
out of latex. So why is she clapping? She hated all of this not 5 minutes ago.
Getting caught up with everything.
He's putting on gloves like he's about to perform some kind of like horse or elephant birth.
The array of people
who look like knockoff versions of early Elton John.
Yeah. We saw Elton John at Oogie Boogie Bash last night. We also saw Jareth from Labyrinth.
As performers or guests?
No, like guests, dressed up as them.
Oh, okay.
Our friend's mom also thought that I was a rat. Because Jessica took a picture with Remy.
Yeah.
And she sent it to her mom, and she's like, "Oh, tell Ani her costume is so great." And she's like, "Mom, that's not Ani. That's a character in Disneyland."
That's wow. I don't know what to do with that. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be a rat next year.
Oh yeah?
We already decided our costumes for next year. Gonna look all snazzy.
What are they for?
The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, well, that's cool though.
So I'll be Ratigan.
Movie. Oh, that's really cool.
I'll be Ratigan. Geneva will be Basil. Aaron will be Olivia Flaversham. And Jessica will be Fidget, the cracked out bat.
Okay, well, that's cool. I'm sorry. Is the doctor thinking of putting his hands in the electric water? The water that it might be electrocuted? Because those little rubber gloves ain't gonna stop that.
No, we're putting ink into it.
Ink. I must have missed that part of my DNA that required ink. What am I watching? Also, why is it turning more into a skeleton? It was wrapped like a mummy not 30 seconds ago.
Flip the switch, Igor. He's alive.
Why are the bandages not wet? Why is this mummy not wet? It was like in no water left in there. There's no water. You had no proof that it wasn't an alive person before. It could have just been a person in a bathtub.
This is your
Why
blonde
does this
man with a
newly
tan.
created person know who Damocles is? Was one of the ink of a history book? Like,
My life is a misery. He just woke up. Look at Frankenfurter in the back, just admiring all the muscles.
how does the mummy know how to speak English? How does the mummy know how to speak?
They perform this at the movie theaters too. They like Rocky will come out and they'll like just unwrap him on the stage.
Why does the mummy look like he's related to Draco Malfoy? Is this Lucius Malfoy's father? Is this one of the original followers of Voldemort?
I guess we're gonna be connecting Rocky Horror to Harry Potter now.
I mean, that's absolutely one of Draco's relatives. Does Lucius Malfoy have a brother?
I have no idea.
Could be one of Lucius Malfoy's, like a brother, because
Oh,
Lucius Malfoy graduated Hogwarts pre-77, so, and this is from 75. Where did all the water in the tub go?
I don't know.
Why are all the colors still there, but there's no water?
Magic, I don't know. Now he acts like a newborn. After his singing introduction, he just bangs on his chest like a monkey. He's okay. This poor creature. He's just like, eh. The statue's nails have nail polish on it.
Why does the mummy man have abs? Why
He
does
was
the
built
mummy
that
man
way.
speak English? Why does he know who Damocles is? So far, the least weird part of this movie has been the wedding. Happy birthday, Rocky.
His name is Rocky. This is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Wait, the mummy's name is Rocky?
Yes.
I mean, I will say I'm very like pro. Look, he even has a scar already. How the hell did he get a scar? Like, I'm very pro all of like the LGBT representation in this movie. Like, that's fantastic, especially for the 70s. But the lack of coherency is really just that elevator looks like it's made of Legos. Oh, why does the elevator look like it's made of Legos?
It's made of Legos. It does look like it's made of Legos.
Okay, but doctor, the creature was just born. Why are you already treating it like a sex object?
Because that's
Literally
why he was built. He was literally built to be his sex object.
That's so unethical. Like, I guess it would be one thing if he had, like, the coherency and understanding that he demonstrated in the song of knowing who, like, Damocles was, which means he has a concept of history. But, like, he's acting like Tarzan if Tarzan wasn't a genius.
Because he's not. He's an idiot. He's a child. He's literally a fetus.
That's disgusting.
And say hello to Meatloaf.
Meatloaf? Why do they have a door that does that? That has a wall that can collapse like that if they don't want people coming in through it?
Also my favorite song in this film.
Why is he wearing a giant metal version of a teeth flosser on his neck?
I love how you find like the most obscure shit.
Why does this biker carry a saxophone? That guy looked like Patrick Stewart.
I don't want to admit it, but when I first saw this film, I thought that he was cute.
This man. Yes. The one with the motorcycle.
Yes.
Not a single person in this movie has been above a 4. You understand that, right? Not a single, including Fetus Tarzan. There are 4s. Fetus Tarzan might not be bad from, like, the neck down, but my god, he looks like a Malfoy incest baby.
No one is coordinated in this film.
No, I'm pretty sure they showed them how to do this dance once. Oh, I love the love tattoo that was clearly written in ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you guys are having a good time and celebrating with me. I'm now going to run you over with my motorcycle and commit mass
he came
homicide.
Out of the freezer.
I tell you, that was Patrick Stewart. That's who that was. That guy running with the monocle, that was 100% Patrick Stewart.
As he just caged his sex doll and
How humane.
Like, he put Rocky in, like, the elevator and locked him in there, so you can't get out.
Yeah, that's... You are so much bigger than the doctor. Why are you running?
And
There's so many people there.
that was Columbia's boyfriend. As you can see, Frankenfurter's a very narcissistic asshole.
And still one of the least wrong problems with this movie. I don't think your sex doll's problem is with the murder. Mostly because I don't think they understand the murder because they're about 5 minutes old.
In 7
What
days,
an...
he's gonna teach him how to be a man.
7 days you're going to teach this person enough information that their social intelligence meets their physical age? Really?
And we're already how long in? Like
47 minutes into this movie. We're about halfway through this movie. Okay. As it takes a moment to like load itself and everything. First, full thoughts. Well, firstly, I'm genuinely I'm not genuinely surprised because I knew what the movie was about, but I am impressed that a movie from the 70s had like early LGBT representation of any kind. Like that's just impressive, and probably is going to be the only positive note about this movie that I have. I'm pretty sure the good things about this movie begin and end with that statement.
Probably.
Because so far we've created a person who, and in the beginning, out of rainbow ink, in a bathtub and wrapped in like mummy wrappings, that when they got out they were not wet, which is just weird. The ink was gone but yet still in the tub because you can see the lines in the tub. Then proceeded to sing and express a full range of understanding of culture, of history, of social cues, of the English language, and then proceeded in an instant, as soon as the music stopped, revert to the understanding of an infant ape. Who will now supposed to be his sole purpose in life is to be the doctor's sex doll.
Yes.
All the while looking like an inbred offshoot squib of the Malfoys that was probably sent to the Muggle world because he was so inbred he didn't have any magic. Which is the vibes I'm getting off from here. Also,
oh my
god, Geordi LaForge from Star Trek is in the background at this scene. I'm sorry. That's like it's really pixelated on my end, but like the guy in the background of this scene on the right looks like Geordi LaForge, the guy from Reading Rainbow.
It does
like that's who that looks like. I doubt that's who that is. However,
it's not Geordi.
I'm also pretty sure I saw fucking Picard earlier too. Like Patrick Stewart was in there, so you know what? Why the fuck won't Geordi LaForge be in there? So we've got all of that with Boy Toy Malfoy over here. Then the doctor, who clearly runs a cult that must mostly be based on hallucinogenics and meth, like because he has his own personal lab. So like there you go. I'm not super involved in like the drag queen community of today,
right?
But I can honestly say I'm pretty sure they would just be appalled at the face makeup that's happening right now with the doctor. Like the eye makeup isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but like the fact that the face makeup is 6 shades too pale. Like, look, I'm really, really pale, and when you put makeup on somebody that is even paler than I am, there's something wrong, okay? And it's just the face and like a little bit of the neck on this one, which is on the doctor, which isn't as bad because the women have it just literally in a line right around their jaw, which looks like a fucking horror movie mask more than it does anything else.
You gotta accentuate that jawline.
I mean, not like that, but like, Lord, why?
I
Why? And
told you not to
first of
try to
all,
make sense out of it.
should have like, but the things that are bothering me aren't even as much the plot. It's the base inconsistency from person to person. I mean, I've got Patrick Stewart, Geordie LaForge, who I'm so sorry to the man whose name I don't actually know, um, inbred Malfoy, and I don't know, a drag Albert Einstein slash Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, as a drag queen, I guess.
Frankenfurter.
Yeah, I don't like. Look, I lived in Vegas for 7 years, and this is too weird to be in Vegas, and that's really wrong. If it's too weird to be in Vegas, like,
That
hey,
is,
I guess I know why it's because you said the inbred Malfoy. That's Rocky.
that's Rocky.
Okay, so now I understand why it's a horror show because his whole future is a nightmare. Because his whole existence is to be this psycho fuck dude's sex toy. Like, yeah, no wonder it's a horror show. I also would be horrified, but he can't be horrified because he doesn't have any fucking concept of anything else except for apparently Damocles. That he loses the
All he
moment the
knows
music
is
ends.
Damocles.
Why did he lose the ability to speak? Like, that's weird. Why did he lose that?
You're asking the wrong person.
I mean, fair, but we can both agree that the dude from Reading Rainbow is in the background, right? Like that. Tell me that doesn't look like the dude from Reading
He
Rainbow.
looks like a cross between LeVar
He
Burton,
looks like
which is the name of Geordie LaForge. He looks
I
like a
can't
cross
remember
between
what it was.
him. It's a LeVar Burton. It looks like a cross between him and the guy that plays Lando Calrissian in Star Wars.
I was thinking he looked like LeVar Burton if LeVar Burton was dressed up to be an interview of a vampire. You tell me I'm wrong. You look at me right now.
You are not wrong. It's like bright turquoise lapels and like his bright
You
turquoise
tell me
vest.
that's not what that looks like. That is 110% what that looks like.
You are right. You are absolutely right.
Okay, we can. Oh, okay. I guess we
Well,
can keep going. Like the weird tap dancing cult in the pink room, and I'm just gonna narrate for the audience for a little bit. Look, I have a Twix bar that I was going to save for after we were done with this, but I've gotten to the point where, considering I don't drink any alcohol, I'm going to eat some chocolate because of the fucking weird shit that I'm watching. Another question is, why? Like, there was like a dozen people in that room, and nobody even batted really much of an eyelash at the fact that this doctor fucking murdered somebody, which tells me it happens a lot. Also, is that supposed to be a cold room because there's like little icicles hanging off of it? But you can tell they're made of paper. You can tell they're made of paper. And like, was that guy supposed to have burst through a block of ice because it was foam? They broke foam is what they did. Like, look, 70s movies might not be the height of cinema history, but they were better than this, right? Like, I mean, Star Wars had CGI. It wasn't the world's greatest CGI, but the lightsabers were CGI, and it was better looking than this, right? Also, I mean, like, kudos to Tim Curry for being willing to do this, considering the time period. Like, that's kind of impressive, you know? Like, and I will admit there are some older movies that are impressively LGBT friendly. I watched Robin Williams in that Bird movie. What was that movie? I want to say it was Birdcage. It was Birdcage. Yeah. Like, when did that come out? That was in 96. So, like, that was several years later. But, like, these are movies made in a time when this stuff is not acceptable in any way. And, like, the 70s particularly. Like, I mean, the 70s were weird. Don't get me wrong. But, like, you know, this has to be some of the earlier shit for that. And I understand why it's popular. I can hear Ani's dog. I can understand why it's popular, you know, like, especially today, because it would be more acceptable that it was popular today. I can't edit out the dog noises. I'm sorry. I can't edit out the dog noises. But, like, I can understand why it had a following, especially if it would have gained it back then, because this is just not something that would have been in mainstream media at the time. And 120% kudos to Tim Curry and all of the people that were in this, who were willing to be in this, considering the time period that it was in. So like that is about the only credit I'm going to give this movie, is the forward thinkingness for LGBT rights in which it provided. Everything else about it is fucked.
Oh, I'm sure I missed some great commentary.
Yeah, I did end up talking about a Robin Williams movie in there somewhere.
Which one? Miss Doubtfire?
No, Birdcage.
Ah! One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, I had to watch that one for a class, actually. Not for my PhD level, mind you, because that fucking school would lose their goddamn minds. Birdcage.
Your school would lose its absolute shit if they had to see a curriculum from a teacher that said required syllabi stuff is Birdcage.
I had to watch it for one of my master's classes, I believe.
I remember having to watch Brokeback Mountain for a class.
Okay.
Yeah. It was literature and film. So we had to read the book and then we had to watch the movie.
That makes a little more sense, though.
Shall we continue with this horror show?
Horrifically, now that we're halfway through it, I'm obligated to watch the rest, so proceed.
To their sex bed altar.
Why does Rocky look any kind of excited? He should have no idea what's about to happen.
I do like this guy. This detective dude.
I can understand why the police are involved. Okay, no, wait a minute. Pause this movie. Is that hentai in the background?
Here?
Mm-hmm. That fully looks like hentai in the background.
I can't make it out. I know that it's a weird fantasy.
Yeah, no, that is 110% 70s Japanese hentai. All right.
Okay. Sir, I just came here to use your phone to get a new car or a new tire. Why am I staying the night?
Why did she take the shirt off? Who took the shirt off of her?
There's also cameras in those rooms. Complete lack of privacy.
Why is his shirt now blue?
Nightgown type, like, robe thing.
She put the nightgown on thing just to walk 2 feet and take it off. And she's laying like a corpse. You know there's a camera and you're gonna have sex? Seriously?
Just wait. Gets better.
I'm sorry, is the sexual assault part of this movie supposed to be something I enjoy?
The fact that it gets better, trust me. You didn't even have sex. What do you mean you were saving yourself? There was no penetration. And now all of a sudden, don't tell Brad.
Does she have multiple personality disorder? Like, what the fuck? So he apparently must not have had too good of a time with his infant sex toy, considering it didn't even last the night.
Wait.
And then proceeds to go on and find this other chick who's engaged to somebody else.
Who sleeps like this?
Apes, I guess. What is he, a bat? Why is he afraid of a candle?
Frankenstein's monster. He's afraid of fire. And poor thing is chained to the bed, throwing candles at him.
Is Gollum a vampire now?
I don't know what they are. I mean, they're from Transylvania, which is a planet.
Brad, please move your glasses on your face so they're not sitting at the end of your nose.
Frankenfurter just likes to fuck everything. Oh my god.
I must have really missed the part where, like, this was supposed to be okay with all of the sexual assault that's happening repetitively in this movie. Why is the Super Mario Brothers theme song music playing in the background?
Stupid 8-bit.
Why did she not put any clothes on?
She has no clothes.
She gave her the robe. Put the fucking robe on, you dumb bitch. Why did you go upstairs instead of downstairs to get out?
I always thought that too. I'm like, why did you go to the lab of all places? Did you notice that all the levers are just penises?
Did I notice that they're dicks? Yes, I did.
If you heard a sound like that, would you go towards it?
Do you think I'd be stupid enough not to have gone out the window the second I was in a room? I would have gotten in out a stupid window the second they closed the door. So he still understands English. Out of all of the wounds covering his body, you cover the hand. Seriously? Why? Why? He's scratched to hell and back.
Hang on, I want to go back and reread this lovely description. Emotion, noun. Agitation or disturbance of mind. Vehement or excited mental state. Feeling. This sounds like it belongs in the handbook for 1960s 70s mental ward.
Yes, when there were like, well, I diagnosed you with emotion. It's just like,
Doctor,
yeah,
what is
no
that?
shit.
You have an agitated state of mind. Doctor,
Like,
it explains so much. What's the cure?
I'm sorry, you're just human.
No, what's the cure? Frontal lobotomy. Let me
Yeah.
stick an ice pick in right through your eye lobe in the corner and hit it with a hammer. That'll make you feel better. It'll release all
So
the demons.
she has sex one time and is now just down to do it with anybody and everybody.
Yep,
See, this is why you shouldn't wait until marriage.
that's also very true. These fuckers watching them. Even the girls is like, she's never done it? Heavy petting leads to seat wedding. What are we, puppies?
I'm sorry, but if you get horny and you can't control your bladder, those are two separate issues.
She's
And you
not
need to
talking
see a
about her
medical
bladder. She's
doctor.
talking about squirting.
I'm aware, but you need to see a doctor. I don't care what kind of doctor. Just a doctor, a mental doctor, a physical doctor, a doctor in a psych ward, a dentist, someone, literally anyone. Go fucking see a PhD philosophy professor. I don't really care. Just this is what happens when you live in a generation where they tell you that even the basic, most simplest level of physical contact is a sin that will send you to hell. You end up in some fucking weirdo's laboratory trying to get it on with his 5-hour-old sex doll. I don't care how repressed you are. This should just not. You just. Nope.
Peep,
Just,
peep Columbia's headgear. She's got Mickey ears on.
she has definitely old style Mickey ears, and I'm really impressed they got that past Disney.
So am I.
She didn't bandage this dude very well.
Not at all. Rocky's like, ooh, what are these?
Hardly anything. She's like an A cup, maybe.
I give her a B. Everyone's getting it on. You'll learn
Well,
that
now
word.
he knows how to speak again.
I'd
No.
instantly lose it if I saw Riff Raff show up.
Why? You literally just saw him murder somebody. Why would you sleep with his sex doll when you saw him murder someone?
He didn't sleep with a sex doll. He let him loose.
No, why would the woman sleep with
Oh,
the sex doll if
gotcha.
you saw this psycho murder someone?
She got a taste, and now she just couldn't stop herself because 70s propaganda going, you get a taste and you're just gonna want more of the devil, which she did.
Yeah, they applied that to everything except for cigarettes. Where they
Except
were
for
like,
what?
yeah, you should, except for cigarettes. They framed everything as bad that way, where you get a taste and then you're addicted to it, with the exception of cigarettes, because that was fine.
Yeah. And now fucking Brad is in love with Frankenfurter. This place has a zen room.
Is that not a giant hookah?
It was. This
The
is a ride I
wheelchair
would
man
want to
who
go
can go
on.
upstairs?
No, Frankenfurter turned on the triple magnets or whatever. Not even a question as to why Brad is dressed in a very cerulean blue floral nightgown.
Oh, God. Family Guy does that thing, too, where they just sit there and they say each other's names for 5 fucking minutes. It's equally as terrible there.
This is where it came from. I can just see the brain cells leaving your head.
Honestly, I only brought a couple to this movie because I knew I wasn't going to need very many, but I'm pretty sure they died. I like the stained glass. It's the second nice thing I have to say about this movie.
Number 1, LGBT representation. Number 2, the decor.
No, just the stained glass.
Just
the rest
stained
of the
glass?
decor
Okay.
is garbage. Look at that old-fashioned turkey cutter.
If only it was turkey. The most awkward dinner you've ever had.
Oh, so it's an abusive and just toxic, controlling relationship.
Oh, 100%.
That's fun. Granted, I should not have been surprised in any means. What? I was gonna ask what it is. I was gonna ask what the meat is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
You're gonna find out. To absent friends. Just fucking throws the piece of meat on everyone's plate.
It's the dead dude, isn't it?
We don't talk about Eddie. The trauma. So I guess he's supposed to be Van Helsing in this case.
Did he say aliens earlier?
Yes. You heard right.
Frankenstein and aliens?
Mm-hmm.
Who are they talking about?
Eddie. Talking about Eddie.
Who is the woman in this?
His mom. Caused her nothing but shame. He's got a whole ass wall of a picture of Eddie.
She said she nearly loved him, so she didn't actually love him either.
When he didn't like his teddy, you knew he was a no good kid.
The spelling errors in this note.
Huh?
The spelling errors in this note are worse than my own. And that's saying something.
Well, I mean, you can tell from this song that Eddie wasn't the brightest.
No, it doesn't make anybody cry.
Eddie!
I like how she runs past her fiance into
Rocky.
the arms of Malfoy Tarzan.
There's so much happening. By the way, those two are siblings.
Wasn't he kissing her neck in an earlier scene?
I think he was drinking her blood.
That's okay. I hope so.
Down the stairs, idiot. Why does everyone go up the stairs in a horror film?
Outside is downstairs, you dumb bitch. Kudos for Tim Curry running in those heels, though.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, you're wearing shoes. Take them off.
Huh?
She's wearing shoes. Take the fucking shoes off.
Well, nobody can move. He turned the anti-gravity off. Or the gravity on. Whatever the fuck. No one can move.
No. No, because there's no way that the gravity generating thing can just affect your feet. If it was so strong you couldn't lift your feet up, you would fall to the floor. You wouldn't be able to lift your hand from beside you. That's not how that shit works. Her hair would not be defying gravity as it is now. Also, it would definitely affect him too. Like, Medusa?
Yep. You're a hot dog. Her nipples taken out of the little cut in the shirt. I never noticed that.
It's not easy having a good time. Also, how does that beam just hit those specific people like that?
Magic.
Your children? You're referring to all of these people you're having sex with as your children.
Cult.
Why is he so weirdly stroking her arm with a single finger?
You point out this shit I've never noticed before.
What is with the weird shit between the incesty shit between Gollum and Helena Hathaway over here?
Helena Hathaway?
I mean, tell me that's not who she is.
It's who she is.
Though I will say they're the only two that managed to maintain most of their clothes. What the fuck is with the weird hand thing?
I don't know. It's their thing. Sex is not forbidden fruit, sir. Floor show? Oh, that's right. Because shit can't get weirder, right?
Is it get weirder? Oh, yeah.
Of course it gets weirder.
I can truly understand why Tim Curry would not speak of this movie after he did it.
We're almost done, though.
Thank God.
D. Medusa. The clown makeup really throws me off.
It's not her singing about her love of dope.
Rocky can sing again.
And specifically stated that he's only 7 hours old.
You can see him struggling to stand and move in these heels. He's like, what is happening to me?
Why didn't they at least get them corsets that went up all the way like they're supposed to? Why does unturning them from statues immediately give them all of the knowledge of like a dance and musical number?
I really don't know. Like, they just all know how the dance and the moves and the songs. I don't know. Mind
Why does she
control?
suddenly have a mole? She didn't have a mole before.
A what?
Why does she suddenly have a mole on her face? I don't think she had one before.
It's not makeup?
I mean, I assume so, but why did they give her one?
I don't know.
None of this is explained. The weird red lips, by the way. Like, none of it.
It's all a production. For who? I have no fucking clue 'cause there's no one in the audience. I'm not gonna lie, the corsets also did bother me. I'm like, why are they just like so loose and like down below
It's
the
like
chest?
it's like they literally just gave the corsets to these guys, these actors, and are like, put it on how you think it's supposed to go, and then didn't bother to correct them. There's a pool?
There's a pool.
Why is there a pool?
I,
Where was the pool being kept? There wasn't that much like space between like the four that were singing before and the doctor when he came out on stage.
the SS Titanic.
See, I'm telling you that weird like golem person is a Titanic survivor.
So the pool's behind them. It's in between the dock. Yeah, there you go. Now it's an orgy.
The amount of money you would have had to have paid me to like lick that man, that is horrifying. Billions of dollars, if even that. How do you have an orgy in a pool without somebody drowning?
Someone lost, like everyone's lost their shoes. Makeup's come off.
Well, both of those are an improvement. How did they pay that old man enough money to get him to show his ass like that?
As he's stroking his new legs that now work.
How is the doctor standing so far out of the water? Okay, there we go.
He's walking up the stairs.
No, he was on the shoulders of incest Malfoy.
I love watching Rocky because he just cannot do the moves.
If there was anybody in the audience, they wouldn't have been able to see part of that because they were in a pool that was below the level of the stage. Which is probably for the best, but still. Your legs work. Get out of the wheelchair.
Clack, 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 clack.
At the very least, you should have found walking ability to run away. None of this explains the lips. None of this explains the lamp either, for that matter.
Golem's back in his...
Are they aliens?
Uh-huh.
They're aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Is he also an alien?
I don't know, but I love how she became the bride of Frankenstein with the hair, and Igor basically became the alien ringleader. How does a 7-year-old Draco Malfoy incest boy know how to run machinery?
A 7-hour-old.
You're just so over it.
I wish I drank. I do. it's oh. Yo, Doc, your tattoo is actually fading from the water.
Look, there's an audience now.
Oh, a ghost audience. Great! Aliens weren't weird enough. Sure. Alien Frankenstein ghost movie. Sure. You can never complain about the Moose movie. Look at this shit. Moose movie didn't have aliens. Did have a ghost moose though, so like
Moose totem, yep.
But at least everything was from this planet.
That's true. It's true.
Santa Shark didn't have any extra dimensional shit in it. Zombie Beavers only had one type of supernatural in it. Did Tim Curry have to go on a press tour for this movie?
I don't know.
I would have said no. I'm pretty sure I would have had to go into witness protection after this. I wouldn't want anybody to know that I was in it.
Until it resurfaced years later and everyone's like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
I'm assuming, like, how was it received in the day?
Let's find out.
Yes, weird Dr. Tim Curry, please return to your planet. Take all of these idiots with you. How did you convince that many old people to be there and watch this? I'm truly impressed.
Do you want me to tell you how much the production of this movie costs in 1975?
I want to guess first. I'm going to guess.
Okay.
I'm genuinely $125 million.
No.
More or less?
Less.
$75 million.
More. Less. Sorry.
$50 million.
No. 1.4 million.
Is it?
Yep.
For all that expensive looking decor?
Mm-hmm. Filmed over 6 weeks.
Well, you didn't have to memorize the script, clearly.
Let's see. It was filmed at the Oakley Court in Windsor.
Now, that's the funniest thing that's happened during this movie.
Which has since been turned into a hotel.
Well, probably make good money that way.
Uh,
Kudos to the upper body strength of Tim Curry in this scene.
Susan Sarandon, who is Janet, was sick with the flu during this scene, the floor scene, and
Yeah.
she was apparently shaking with fever.
Oh, well, and probably being wet from having been in a pool orgy.
What's it? There were no heaters in this building at the time.
Of course. And everybody's
There
half
were
naked or
leaks.
naked.
There were leaks, so it was every prop was always wet.
Oh.
What else?
Oh, weird baby Tarzan is immune to the death laser.
The original script for the stage musical was only 40 minutes long.
I'm sorry. Are we going into King Kong now? Is that what's
Yes.
happening? Why is your method of escape climbing the weird metal Eiffel Tower that goes nowhere?
He never liked me.
Why doesn't he have a hunchback anymore? Was he hiding the shoulder pads in the hump?
I don't, baby. So the clock featured in the time warp scene, where he was like dusting the, was a real skeleton.
Fun.
Sold
Weird.
for £35,000 at auction.
It's definitely illegal to own now, but sure. You can't even own your own bones.
Oh, our Malfoy, 7-year-old Malfoy incest thing.
Child, yeah.
Was an underwear model with no acting experience.
Clearly. Yes. Yes. Okay.
All of his speaking lines were cut, and his singing voice was dubbed by a singer.
Oh my god. Why is this movie a thing?
Set builders forgot to put a door in the laboratory, so Dr. Scott had to crash through the wall to make his entrance.
There's an elevator.
But he was being pulled by the magnets, remember?
Yeah, but like the other dude came through a doorway that opened, like the door fell and he crashed through an ice box.
Do you want to know who was asked to play Frankenfurter?
Sure.
Mick Jagger.
That would have surprised me less. Truly. That is, that would have. If that's who they had in mind when they made this, that makes this movie make more sense.
Oh, we're blasting off.
What do you mean we're blasting off?
Blasting
the
off.
fucking castle is a spaceship. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It's a spaceship.
You're gonna get a kick out of this one. Tim Curry modeled Frankenfurter's voice after Queen Elizabeth II and his mother.
I hope he didn't tell that to his mother. Did this go to a theater? Was this in a theater when it first did?
Yeah, this was a theatrical release. So this movie was released on VHS for the first time in the US in 1990. Guess how much it sold for?
$4.
$89.95
per VHS.
Yep.
$89 for that
in 1990. Yep.
For this shit. Really?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't pay $85 for anything that's a movie. Any copy of a movie.
This movie is the record holder for the longest theatrical release in history because it continues to play today across theaters in the United States. Here's something interesting. Tim Curry's advice to future Frankenfurters: never think about it as drag, because it's not. It's just what people wear in Transylvania, so just get over it.
Sure.
Transylvania, the planet, not the country.
Oh, there's aliens. There's a alien planet called Transylvania. Sure. Sure. That's one of the least weird things about this movie. Are the rest of the movies that you and Aaron are going to expose me to going to be like this? Is this what's going to happen?
No, nothing as ridiculous as this.
I just in some ways, like, it doesn't faze me in the fact that I've watched some really fucking weird movies. Like, watching Velocipaster was really far up there of weird shit that I've seen. And probably, in all honesty, if you would have just add music to Velocipaster, it would have been on the same level of bullshit of whatever this is. This is definitely the highest grossing bullshit movie I've ever seen. But truly, from start to finish, what the fuck? Just what? I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this movie. I don't. I don't know what to do with it because, like, for one thing, the pure stupidity, but then also, like, what was definitely some kind of assault on multiple levels. That the aliens was a twist I wasn't expecting. I will say I wasn't expecting there to be aliens. Definitely was still not a castle. Like, I don't care where you are, that wasn't a castle.
Do you want to know how much it made opening weekend?
Sure.
So opening weekend, it made $21,000.
That doesn't surprise me.
Since its release, because it's still showing in theaters, right? To this day, it has grossed over $260 million.
Okay. I just feel like that's about 2 hours I'm not going to get back. I want those hours back. I could have been editing episodes. I could have been reading a D&D book. I could have been staring at a wall. I could have been doing a lot of things. Her actual name is Little Nell.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Look, the underwear model turned. This is the only acting gig this man has ever had.
Clearly, there's a reason for that. There's obviously a reason for that. Why is Charles Gray in this?
He's the criminologist.
Why are you in this, Charles Gray? From the bottom of my heart, I have no idea what to do with this movie now that I've seen it. I will continue to tell people I've never seen it because I would like to block this out of my mind. I am hoping that by the time I wake up tomorrow, I'm not going to remember the last 2.5 hours of my life, so that I can genuinely, like, it's girl, it's gonna be in my nightmares, like the legs. And just the legs, nothing else, just the legs. So many legs, like, no,
fishnets.
And so much of that you couldn't get away with now. Mostly the multiple cases of sexual assault was not great. Okay, like that was not great.
It started off with
the building upon that, the creating the person to be specifically for, like, the sex doll was also not something you get away with today. I'm genuinely surprised they got away with it then. But then again, there's other parts of it that are more acceptable now than they were today, and then vice versa. So there's always going to be some level of this movie that no matter what decade, era, what generation you live in, you're just going to turn your head and go, like, what the fuck? I think most of it is because there's plot twist of aliens and that the fucking castle launches into fucking space. It launches into space.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with this movie.
You enjoy it?
No. No.
See,
no.
When you come here,
no,
I want to take you to a theater, an audience version of this.
No.
I am not gonna tell anyone that you're a Rocky Horror virgin.
No.
Because I want to live.
No.
But see, no. I want to take you solely for you to perform an anthropological study.
No, this isn't worth study. This isn't an anthropological study. No. You know what this is? This is a fucking trip to the zoo while you're on acid. That's what this is. That isn't. No. First of all, how much money are you going to use to bribe me to get me to one of these live showing things? Because let me tell you, there's better be at least 7 zeros involved. There's got to be a number at the beginning of it. Like, you got millions of dollars to pay me to go to one of these live shows, because let me tell you, that's the only way you're getting me into one of these. The amount in which I would fucking murder you, no holds bars, if you, one, you tried to take me to one of these things. Two, if we somehow, like, I don't know, you fucking knocked me out and threw me in a van and dropped me off at one of these things. If you then proceeded to tell people I hadn't seen it in the theater before, our friendship would be over. Over.
See, I already know I'm not even gonna try to tell them that you're a Rocky Horror virgin.
But okay, wait a minute. But I've seen the movie though, so like, doesn't that?
Yes.
Like,
No, you've never been to a show. You've never been to one of their.
Okay. The first time you go, you have to get on some kind of stage or some shit.
I didn't stand up when they asked who's a virgin.
Well, yeah, because you're not a fucking moron. Who would voluntarily do that to themselves? Why would you do that?
A lot of people. They're just like, who's, like, they asked the same question twice and people still stood up. I'm like, you're all are idiots.
Anybody that we went with that tried to get me to stand up, I'd kill them.
I know you would. I know you would.
I would bury them. I would never go, though, so like, it negates the problem, because there's no force on this earth that would make me watch this movie again. Like, no, I will not be watching this movie again. I can't believe I watched it the first time. This movie, it doesn't even bother me that it doesn't make any fucking sense. It bothers me of all of the little things in it that aren't relevant to anything.
Now, I said how there's like, if this movie still plays across theaters in America, they don't do it regularly. It's like once a month, a couple times a year, whatever. There's a movie theater here in Beverly Hills that has a showing every Saturday at midnight. Every Saturday.
I mean, it's probably good money. So
yeah, people come dressed up. They bring their props. Everyone's screaming at the screen because Brad's an idiot and an ass.
That wasn't even one of the things I got out of the movie.
That Brad's an ass?
Like, I mean, they're both idiots. Oh, yeah, but like, I didn't really even get the fact that he was an ass out of it. I was a little distracted by like the sex doll incest Malfoy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that is a Malfoy incest squib who came to life in a bathtub with no water.
Just rainbow ink.
That disappeared, but yet stays stained on the glass. The Moose movie was less weird than this. Everybody
the movie had plot.
The Moose movie stayed on one planet. So, like, you can never say anything else about the Moose movie. Because this is way weirder than the Moose movie. Way.
Is it though?
Yes. Yes, it is. The Moose movie might have puppets, but every fucking one of those Muppets was from Earth. I don't know what to do with this experience. I don't know how I'm going to move forward with it as an experience I've had in life. I just now have to live with the knowledge that I've seen this. I don't know what to do with that.
You add it to your collection of things you've seen and experienced on this planet.
Huh.
As my friend.
Add it to the reasons I need therapy, okay. Oh, okay, well, I've now seen this experience. I can say that. I can say I've had this experience in life. I would much prefer to, like, cross other milestones and things in life, like going to Japan or England or anywhere.
I would definitely like to go to Japan.
We should go to Japan. We need to go to Japan together. That would be amazing.
Yes, we do. It's on my bucket list.
Mine too.
Like, Japan is my next big Disney trip.
Yeah.
Besides Japan itself. But, like, my next big trip that I want to take, whether I go alone or you and Aaron come with me, is going to be the UK.
Oh, well, that's fair. That should be, like, our couple-year anniversary for the podcast is going to the UK.
I really want to go to the UK. Like, I want to spend some time in Scotland, in Ireland, in England.
Go to a bunch of the Harry Potter locations.
Yes.
Do that for like a couple year anniversary for the podcast of like going to the Harry Potter filming location.
We're gonna do the Warner Brothers studio set
Yeah.
tour, whatever.
Hmm. Go to the different locations they filmed for like the castle and everything like that.
I want to ride the actual train.
That would be really cool. I would be down to do that, to ride the actual train.
And then we can go to Hagrid's hut.
True. And go to the castle where a lot of the grounds scenes were filmed.
Isn't that not Oxford? Oh my god, which school? It's gonna bug me. Oh, Oxford. Okay, it was Oxford.
There's many different campuses for Oxford and different like buildings and stuff like that. So,
Well, the main the Great Hall and the entrance and the courtyard was Oxford. I know that.
yeah. Final
Final.
thoughts.
Well, we don't mind. I want to hear all of your final thoughts on the Rocky Horror Show.
I wasn't expecting aliens. I wasn't expecting. There's no sense.
I told you.
Nonsense. No sense. Nonsense. I don't know what to do with any of the things I just saw. I know
Just
it's.
enjoy it.
I
Just
no,
enjoy it.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. My final overarching thoughts are the complete lack of coherency is an experience. I'm sure that if you watched it while on mushrooms, it would be a much more, like interesting experience.
Mushrooms, weed, acid, whatever you want.
Combination, I guess.
Just
I'm pretty sure
go
that's what the
ham with the
writers
drugs.
were on when they made whatever this was. The leg lamp still doesn't make any sense to me because there was none of that. And the lips is also just I don't know where they got that either. The only truly positive notes I can say is lovely stained glass. It's not that place still is not a castle. Because there's definitely no castles in Iowa or Ohio or wherever the fuck it was
Ohio,
filmed.
Denton, Ohio,
Yeah,
and
no,
it's a spaceship
in the shape of a
castle.
mansion. My truly only definite positive note is kudos to them for making such an LGBT positive. Uh, is that positive? No, it's
With all the sexual abuse, yeah,
uh,
and assault.
kudos to them for making an LGBT movie. I'm going to leave it at that. In the 70s, because I will give that credit. That is rare and impressive. So, and you know what? And it means something to people now, like especially people in like the community and everything like that. It means something to them now. So good for them for laying groundwork. Decades before it was acceptable to lay groundwork for those things. So that is my truly only overarching positive takeaway from this is I don't know what to do with the rest of it. So kudos to
Fun
them.
fact: Rocky Horror fans are called Legion.
Isn't that the name of the people who play like League of Legends or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they are Legion, and since the film's release in '75, Rocky Horror has developed into a full-fledged cult.
Yes,
That has
it is.
spawned its own cottage industry of merchandise and memorabilia.
Yes, that was a cult portraying a different kind of cult. Yes, I do believe that was multiple levels of cult. Beyond that, do I know what to do with that? No. Do I hope none of the movies we watch in the future are like quite like that? Yes. Do I think it makes more or less sense than some of the weird movies I've seen? Not necessarily. Like it's probably right up there with Velocipaster. Like that was a werewolf velociraptor pastor. Like that didn't make any fucking sense either. Granted, everybody was from Earth, so like there was that going for it. But you know what? No, it definitely had a bigger budget than Velocipaster did. Velocipaster had $40 in a prayer. At least these guys had money. Do I know what to do with anything of that? No, I don't. But it happened. It was a thing. And you know what? It wasn't a scary movie, but you know what? It also kind of was. So scary in a different way. Those are my final thoughts.
I looked up why people love Rocky Horror so much.
Mm.
The film gave people the courage to be who they were on the inside. Let your freak flag fly. Let your freak flag fly.
Let your
Don't
freak
let it fry.
flag fuck is what I heard. So, um, okay, like I'm glad that people took positive things away from the movie. Like that's a good thing. Like people did. They took many positive things from the movie, and like kudos to them. Do I think I will ever watch this movie again? I hope not. If I do, it'll be as a punishment. And for the record, you will never, ever get me to a theater to watch this movie.
I really wish one day I will.
No.
Just for the experience.
I don't.
Not because you're.
I don't need this experience. I didn't need this experience, let alone a live version. Do I want to watch people throw a bunch of things all over the place? No. Because you know
At the screen.
Yeah,
At
do you know what I'm going to think of that? It's just like, man, that's going to be such a pain in the ass for people to clean up. That'll be my only thought. My only thought will be these poor minimum wage workers who have to clean up all the fucking popcorn and everything else that's going to get thrown.
Rice, confetti, water.
Water?
I don't know if they'd let you do it anymore, but at one point they let you bring water guns and just squirt little water guns at the screen.
What the fuck? You know how pissed I would be if I worked in a theater and somebody bought fucking water guns? Are you insane? No wonder theaters are so sticky and everything else. No. Holy shit, don't bring water guns to a movie theater. Don't throw popcorn at the screen or on the floor. Don't throw candy or anything else.
You throw rice, confetti, toast, and hot dogs.
Don't throw any of that. First of all, what if they don't find all of the hot dogs? Like, seriously. And second of all, those poor theater cleaners get paid minimum wage. They never get to see any of the movies, and they have to listen to you scream and yell about popcorn all day. No, be nice to these people. They make terrible money for a shitty ass job. Don't do that. And if you know what, if you do, every cleaner you walk by who's every fucking person who's ever been in a movie theater has walked by that solemn line of like 16-year-old kids with their little cleaning buckets and their little itty bitty shitty ass brooms who look like the most miserable people on the planet. You can only throw anything, water, rice, confetti, whatever. If you tip every fucking one of those kids when you walk by at least $50 minimum, because of the shit they're gonna have to walk into that theater and put up with. That's my final thought. You tip those kids, every single fucking person in that theater that throws something tips those kids $50, you can throw something, but not until then.
Pay him $100 for tip and you can bring a water gun.
You know what? Pay him $100 in tips and tell him to go home for the evening. If they're lucky, it'll be dry by the time they get there the next day.
And just vacuum up everything. No mop, just vacuum.
Yeah, wait for it to dry, then vacuum everything. Or just set the theater on fire. Just set that theater on fire. Just be like, no, you know what? Better yet, close all of the people who threw things in. And like close them in the theater and make them fucking clean it themselves. You should have to sign a waiver. You want to throw something? Sure. You have to agree to stay and clean it up. It's just like, no, that's fucking rude. That's so fucking rude. No, you'll never get me to experience that. Like, there's a lot of things. I will voluntarily watch Star Wars before I will go to another showing of this. Especially one where they throw things.
That's fair. I mean, we are going to get you to watch Star Wars, so... You'll have fun with that one though by just ripping it apart. This one was just watching the horror, like just your soul leave your body. It's going like, the fuck is this?
Yeah. Whoever, if there's anybody who's listening, who on the off chance your like profession is making gravestones, please, please don't put on mine soul left body because of watching Rocky Horror. Please don't put that on my gravestone. I don't want that. Don't do that. But it's something interesting. Like
I'll put big red lips.
I would haunt you as a fucking demon from the 9th layer of hell.
Bitch, I want you to haunt me if you pass before me anyways.
I would specifically be a demon that haunts your bookshelves, so that every fucking time you tried to go get a book, the book would set on fire. You hear me?
That is so mean.
Actually, you know what? The ninth layer of hell is frozen. I would freeze your books, and as they defrost, they'll get wet, and it'll ruin all of the ink and all of the pages, and you have to watch slowly as all of your books get ruined.
Why?
Because you fucking put Rocky Horror on my tombstone, you whore! I will haunt you in the worst possible way. You know what I'll do? I'll go to the bottom reaches of hell, and I'll find me some really fucking hot dude with bat wings, and I'll bring him to you, and I'll show him to you, and then I'll get rid of him. Yeah.
You wouldn't
dare. You think I would? You want to bet on how much of a petty bitch I can be? You gonna find out.
You cannot find me my dream wingman and then just take him away from me.
If you put Rocky Horror on my tombstone, that's exactly what I'll do. That's exactly what I will do.
Alright, no Rocky Horror.
It's really awkward to do that when I'm looking this way to you, but I know you like it's up here. So I'm like,
I'm on all your screens.
You are. You're on literally all of my screens. So, okay. Well, that was an experience. I now need a vacation because of this experience. So, oh my god, I'm gonna go to Canada.
You're gonna go to Canada anyways at the end of the week. So
I'm gonna have to listen to this tomorrow, though. I'm gonna have to have this experience twice, minimum. That was the sound of my soul leaving my body. All right, that's great. Love it. Just pure loving that. So, yep, those are my experiences. Those are my final thoughts. And whoop-dee-doo.
Whoop-dee-doo.
Oh, there isn't even going to be any bloopers for this episode. It's just going to be this episode.
The whole thing is a blooper.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Thanks for listening, I guess. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed my suffering. If you've seen the movie, I imagine this episode makes way more sense. If you haven't, don't. So just...
If you haven't seen it, please watch it.
Just
please watch it.
Take my experience and just accept that for what it is and go from there. So, yep, there you go. Okay. Anything else? Nope, that's it. All right. Don't dream it, be it. Good night, y'all. Goodbye. Tune in next week for more fuckery because we have some serious questions and concerns. Why is that my issue with this musical number?